partner Amarakasa. Aftershocks continue to occur in the Cianjur area West Java. At least in the last 2-3 hours, there have been several aftershocks as reported by the BMKG. Aftershocks occurred this afternoon at 11:41 Western Indonesian time. The earthquake shock was felt in Garung Village, Sigras Village, Cianjur Regency on Wednesday. The earthquake was felt quite strong. Residents carried out shortly after the earthquake was felt. According to the BMKG Twitter report, the aftershocks had a magnitude of 3.9 with the epicenter at a depth of 1 kilometer. However, less than half an hour later, another earthquake struck the Cianjur and its surroundings.
This earthquake caused landslides that covered residents' houses in Cugenang and even cut off the Cugenang-Cipanas road. The landslide point was in Cugenang sub-district, precisely in Citidel Village, Cianjur, West Java. Previously, the region of Cianjur said that the area that had the most impact was the district. Cugenang, Kecamatan Cugenang, from the city of Cianjur is approximately 5 kilometers. And the latest information about the Cianjur earthquake, we will join the iNews reporter Sifani, who is in Cugenang, Cianjur, West Java. Sifani, can you describe the atmosphere there, and have you updated the number of victims buried there and successfully evacuated?
Yes, thank you Amara and Laras. Right now, I am in Kampung Gerung. What the residents really worried about was the damaged house, one of which was behind me. This is one of the houses in Kampung Gerung, whose condition is no longer suitable for living. Amara and Laras, I will invite you to interview one of the refugees in Garung village. Good afternoon, I am Sifani from iNews. Who should I ask? Aisyah. Tell me about the condition of your house and what you were doing when this incident took place.
My house was completely damaged and uninhabitable since the incident. And when the incident occurred, I was accompanying my child who was attending kindergarten. At the time, the school building almost collapsed and everyone was running scaredly. I looked for my child and luckily she was out of the building. I can imagine what would have happened if my child was still in the building. I saw many people squeeze into the building. I couldn't bear to see it.
After Miss Aisyah spent the night at the evacuation site, did the assistant satisfy Miss Aisyah?
Yes, we really need food stocks, medicine, and clothes.
Thank you very much, Miss Aisyah, for sharing information with iNews. Always be happy and healthy.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed, refugees are still in dire need of assistance, and for the latest data, I will interview a member of Basarnas. Good afternoon, Mr. Henry.
Good afternoon, Ms. Sifani.
How is Mr. Henry with the latest information about the victims of this earthquake?
From the data we got, as many as 160 people died as a result of the 3.9 magnitude earthquake in Kabupaten Cianjur, and 326 residents also reported injuries. Victims from the earthquake still have the potential to increase today. Damage to houses and buildings total 2,345 units. That is the report that was collected last night. The half damaged buildings are being anticipated because, for example, there are aftershocks which are feared the buildings will have an impact on evacuations around them. The evacuations will continue to this day.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Henry, for sharing the information with iNews. That's probably all I can say about Amara and Laras. Back to Amara and Laras in the studio.
Okay, thank you, Miss Sifani.
Next, the BMKG suspect that the cause and trigger for the earthquake in Cianjur was due to a shift from the Materi fault. There have been 45 aftershocks, with the highest magnitude being 4 magnitude and the lowest being 1.7 magnitude. Immediately, we will invite viewers to talk directly with the BMKG Information Subcoordinator Pak Bayu, who is already here. Good afternoon, Pak Bayu.
Good afternoon.
Okay, let's get straight to it. There are allegations that the cause of this earthquake was a shift from Materi fault. Can be explained?
Yes, the BMKG itself, the preliminary presumes suspect that this earthquake was the result of the shift in the Simandiri fault. But as we know that in the epicenter area, it turns out to be very complex. There are several other local faults that could trigger the earthquake. So the path in the main fault is big as the Mandiri fault, Simandiri fault. But there could be another fault as from Padalarang, like Padalarang or Keraten that not been identified.
At the time of the earthquake, can you describe what actually happened to the Chimandiri fault and also what you mentioned earlier, the Padalarang fault and other?
So the trigger for this is a fault with a sliding mechanism. So there are three mechanisms for an earthquake. One that goes up, then one that goes down, and one that slides. And the current earthquake was a sliding mechanism.
Then we also know that the earthquake that occurred earlier had a magnitude of 3.9. Maybe many people ask why the earthquake with a magnitude of 3.9 had such a big impact. Lots of damage, then also the victim. What caused this to happen?
This is because the earthquake was at a shallow depth, so that the 3.9 energy could reach the surface closer. And coincidentally, there is a settlement populated upper depth. There is another possibility, namely from local side effect, which is likely from the southern geology, and then is from infrastructure that was built there. So this is really standard. So there are so many things that allow for more significant damage.
Okay, thank you, sir, for taking the time. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Earlier, we have listened to a lot together from Laras and Mr. Bayu. We will continue to provide the latest information. So, let's wait to see if there will be further information. I am Arakasita Fadilia and my colleague Larasati reported.